The following footage is certified PG. Pretty great.
Welcome, everybody, to Breakfast Takes. I'm exhausted. I don't know about you. I'm exhausted. You see how I'm appearing today in the morning. Dude, I'm exhausted. Obviously, I was up early. Welcome, everybody, again, like I said, to Breakfast Takes. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad, and with me again, my good friend, Mr. Mayor himself, Mr. Donnie Wise. Hello, sir.
Hi there. I was not up early. I got up 30 minutes ago. Well, I kind of woke up and caught the tail end of Dragnet and got interested in that enough to stay awake till I got up and made some coffee.
Yeah, I know. I was up at 4:30.
So Mike Gorell, I got up this morning, and Mike, one of our regular chatters on Monday nights and
Yeah.
and Tuesday and Thursday that I work with, I look down and I see I had a text from him at 2:44 a.m. I'm like, I'm gonna find out today. I'm like, bro, what are you doing up in the middle of the night? Because you are
Bro.
never like he goes to bed early on the nighttime shows because he can't stay up till 10 o'clock. I'm like, what are you doing up at 3 in the morning?
What's up, Phil?
Sending me some random video from the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, like, dude, what are you doing?
Exactly. Good morning, Phil. Good to have you with us.
Yeah, no, I went to bed. I want to say around a little bit after midnight.
Oh shoot, you stayed up way later than I did. That's the one thing I love about the Super Bowl is that it starts early. And I mean, I stayed until they started showing Olympics, and I'm
Yeah.
like, so through the whole trophy presentation and all that, and I go upstairs. It's what 10 o'clock-ish or so.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is what football should be right here by 10 o'clock.
you are no. That is the definition of an old man right there. Like by 10
Exactly.
o'clock, I gotta be in bed, man. Hell, I'd
And
even.
I'm normally a night guy. I normally stay up. Like,
Yeah, you're.
yeah,
That's the opposite of me right there. Because like
yeah,
I'm the one that's like when we done with our show on Tuesday and Thursdays.
yeah.
Hell, even
You're like,
on
I gotta
on
go.
Mondays, like I'll see you guys later, bro. I don't have time for this. I gotta go to bed, man.
I tell you what, laying around watching sports all day will wear you out. It makes you more tired, I think. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because you don't get active. You
True.
stay in that constant all day. I literally got up, watched 3 soccer matches, some Olympics, and then all
I
the
did.
Super Bowl
Yeah, I
stuff.
did see that you did say that you were watching the Olympics.
I did. Yep, I got up. So between the Crystal Palace game from 9 to about 11, then
Yeah.
I watched. I love this about Peacock. I could pick a sport, so I watched like the third stage of the men's luge.
Yeah.
Like if you watch the regular NBC, you're not going to see much luge until they get to
You're
the
not
medal round.
right until you get to later. Exactly.
Yeah, and so I was like, I'm watching luge for like 30 minutes until the Bayern match started, and then I had Bayern and Atletico Madrid going on the double screen because Madrid started at 12:30, and so I watched both of those matches. And then once that was over, it's like, all right, let's flip over. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and flipped over to all the pregame stuff. And then and yeah, Phil, not eating supper at 3 yet, but we did talk about it at about 5. We did run out of the grocery store to get some stuff. Oh, dude! And so we real quick.
Yeah.
We Rhonda had this recipe she wanted to make for these like little like cheeseburger egg rolls that she saw
Sure.
through the air fryer. And we went to 5 grocery stores and nobody has egg roll wrappers. It's like, I don't know if it's an epidemic. Nobody had egg roll wrappers at all.
Really?
Yeah, I was almost to the point. Let's just go by the Chinese restaurant and see if they'll sell me about 15 or 20 of them. But she's like, we'll do it another day. So
Huh.
we switched up. We got some barbecue from Lowe's Foods grocery store.
Yeah. Lowe's. Yeah.
Yeah, got some smoked pulled pork. Had that and some chicken wings for the game, just the 2 of us. So
What's the shuffleboard?
hey man, you don't sleep on shuffleboard, man.
No, listen. The luge was skeleton. The luge, all of that.
I love
Love
that
that.
stuff. Curling.
Curling. Yeah, 100%. Like I'm into the curling. Like, listen, I used to be one of those. I was like, man, I can do that. I don't know if I could.
Hey,
I'm gonna be completely honest.
This is, if I know we'll get this later. This is the funniest comment I heard about the halftime show yesterday. So this guy posted something. He's like, people griping about not being able to understand anything he's singing and blah, blah, blah. He's like, I didn't understand anything he was singing, but I enjoyed it. I watch curling. I don't understand any of it, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. Like, dude, I was like, I mean, I did, but like, I can't understand curling. Like, there's so many rules,
I know. But dude, that guy for the US yesterday did a triple takeout. I don't know if you've seen video on that yet.
No, not
He,
happened yet.
to win their match. I don't know if I don't know if that was still the mixed doubles or not. I didn't get the details of it, but I just saw the shot. Dude
Sure.
put one down there, took out 3 stones at once
Damn.
to clear the board, and they had
For
their 2
real?
stones. Yeah, for real. He hit one, it took out the second one, and then went off and took out the third one. I was like, that is a damn good shot right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like yesterday, right before, because I went to the gym yesterday in the morning, um, because I knew that I wasn't gonna go to the gym today, right? Because obviously we do the show Monday mornings, and so I was like I was getting ready, drinking my pre-workout before I left, and I was definitely watching some curling. There was some curling on. Then of course we saw the Lindsey Vaughn accident. I was
I
like, oh
mean,
my God.
girl can't catch a break. I
For
mean,
real.
well, literally she did, but um, yeah, I mean, just to like tear your ACL and be like, screw it, I'm still going to compete.
Yeah,
Plus,
still going downhill at super fast speeds.
doing great. And then the one thing that took her out was her damn stick hits the flagpole and like spins her out of control.
And that was it.
Is it? I mean, that shows you how precise they have to be, because all she did was she was a little bit airborne. That stick out to the right just clips that, and just the momentum of that catching sort of twisted her enough for her to lose balance. I'm like, that's insane. Like
And
something,
you're going downhill super fast speed with a torn ACL, right? Blown ACL.
right? Exactly,
You got guts.
exactly.
Take that,
That's,
Pat Mahomes.
I know. Well, I saw something too. It's like Olympians out here tearing ACL. Oh, that's okay. I'm still going to do this. Break. One of the guys in one of the snowboarders, I think, has a broken arm. He's
Yeah,
still competing, and he goes like, guys in the NBA are like, I got to sit tonight. I played last night.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the
Like,
problem that you and me have been that we've been talking about, right? Like the fact that like I want to like the NBA more than I do, right? Because I just bought a Cavs hat,
yeah,
from 47 brand, but like I want to like it more than do, but like just sitting the players down and all this stuff, like it turns me off. Like, come on, bro.
yeah. We just real quick. Good morning, Patrick. Say good morning to him. Yeah. So we were sitting there. After the hockey game Saturday, we stopped at Chili's on the way home, and they had the Golden State and Lakers game on the TV.
Yeah.
And I look up, and Steph was not playing. I'm like, don't tell me Steph's sitting. I think he's hurt actually. So to his credit, he's hurt. He's not just sitting out. But
Yeah.
I mean, you go up there and you go to see a game, and it's like the stars are not playing or something. And a lot of times
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
sitting. This whole load management bull crap. It's like, dude, all you do is play basketball. Like, and you're supposed to be a top athlete in shape. And you telling me that you can't play a couple nights in a row? Like, I guarantee you, when you weren't making money, you were
Yep.
playing every night. You'd be at the gym trying to find a game.
Yep.
And now that you make all this money, you're like, nah, I'm good. I'll chill out tonight. Like,
Yeah.
come
So
on.
that's what bugs me, right?
Exactly.
Because it's just like, come on, man, go out there.
Right.
Ugh. Anywho, we're just at something like old man's today.
I know. Get off my lawn, guys, today.
I know we really are today. I don't know why.
Well, did you see before? Because I know we're gonna probably talk about the Super Bowl in
No,
a
no,
minute.
no. Go ahead. Keep going, dude.
Did you see the North Carolina Duke, the storming of the core, and then North
Yeah,
Carolina taking down Duke and all that? The
that
best part
was.
of it for me though was the pictures I saw of Bill Belichick's girlfriend trolling Robert Kraft. That T-shirt she
Yeah,
had
with
on,
Jordan
she was wearing a T-shirt with the Oriental
massage
day
parlor.
spa, the day spa that Robert Kraft was busted in.
Awkward.
I'm like, oh my gosh, some people, man, That's hilarious.
That's awkward.
Yeah, it's like, come on, what are you doing?
Whoopsie.
And Bill doesn't care. He's just
Bill
happy to
Bill
be
is at the
there.
point in life where he gives 0 shits.
Exactly.
0 shits. Okay, he does not care, guys.
He probably looked at it like, what are you doing? Whatever.
I don't care. Are we gonna later? All right, cool. That's all I care about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, who gives a shit? He's it. Although, and I know that that's the reason why you wanted to bring up the basketball game. But did you see that there was a nice little melee going on at the end of the game?
Yeah, and UNC got $50,000 fine for that, for storming the court, which is nothing. They don't care about the
Yeah, they
money.
don't give a
But
shit.
yeah, there was stuff about coaches and stuff getting hit in the face by students and all that, and there's all kinds of other stuff going on too. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yep. I was like, oh, ooh. But yeah, I mean, listen. It's rivalry, and I get it. Guys, I get it. It's a rivalry. Like, I mean, I'm a
Yeah.
Browns fan. We have a rivalry in our minds with the Steelers. They don't. We do. Okay?
Right.
And so, like, the insults and all that stuff and, like, storming and then fighting other people or, like, sucker punching other people, like, is that even necessary? Like, why? Why are we doing this?
Right. I mean, I get getting excited because you upset somebody. That's cool. Storming the court was never a thing when I was in school way back in the 1800s, as
And I don't
Patrick
mind.
likes to say.
Honestly, I know this is gonna sound they were like, I don't mind storming the floor. I don't. Or the field in football. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Is when you like start like hitting other folks, you know what I mean? Assaulting players and all that stuff. Like that's where it gets like, come on, man. Like we don't need that. Celebrate, dude.
Yeah, the kids today, they go out there. All they're doing is running around with their phones up, trying to video something, and a lot of times they're trying
Yep.
to create something to film
Yep.
that they can post, and just doing stupid stuff. It's like, just go out there and be happy, celebrate with your team, and not worry about the other team. Hopefully help them get out of the way, not just run them over.
Yep.
So
So that like really like that bugs me. Like
right,
you're sucker punching people in the face from the losing team. Like, dude, enjoy the damn win, bro. Just
yeah,
enjoy the win.
yeah,
And instead, we got to talk about not the game itself because it was a pretty damn good game.
right.
Not the game itself, but the fact that like you have people out there assaulting other kids.
Yeah,
I don't get it, man. I honestly, that's the part that missed me. That's the part that missed me.
yeah.
So I know you brought it up for.
Yeah, oh no, it was just the whole thing. I mean, it was kind of one. It's crazy that they got the win, because to me, North Carolina hasn't been great this year.
Duke has been better.
Duke's been a lot better. So I mean, it is a huge win for North Carolina, because they have not been. I mean, this is the thing. Rail on the rankings people for football. Sometimes the rankings people for basketball are just as bad because
that one I have never gotten. They're all over the place.
And I'm going to go Homer here. Clemson's had a much better basketball season and can't climb the polls, and North Carolina has had a worse season overall than Clemson.
What about the quality of win?
Well, now it's pretty good, but I mean, Clemson's beat everybody in the ACC except one team, so they only have one loss in the conference.
Who?
And oh shoot, who did we lose to? I'm drawing a total blank right now. I'd have to look it up.
I got you. That's fine.
But just in general, looking at it, like we've hovered around 20 up to about 17 or 18, and North Carolina's been in the 14 to 12 range with a worse record and a couple of extra losses against lower teams that aren't ranked. It just doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. I mean, it's always
as long as you make it to the dance.
And that's the thing. That's all that really matters in basketball is if you play good enough to make it to the tournament, then that's when you worry about what can happen. So
yeah, that's when you want to make sure that you make it to, right? Like, I mean, that's what it is.
And that's what I always worry about with Clemson, because we always have, or not always, but lately we've had pretty good seasons. and then we can't do anything in the tournament. We get in there and it's just like we stink, and
I
I
know.
can't figure it out. It used to be we would win everything until we got to the conference,
Yeah.
and then we would kind of middle along in the conference and barely make the tournament and be like, okay, we barely made the tournament. Let's do something. Now it's like we're mowing through the conference schedule as well. We still can't do anything in the tournament.
I'm gonna be honest, like that's really the one time where I pay attention to college basketball. I have no idea going in. Like people was like they really think about like who like the best team is and all that. And I'm like, man, I haven't watched enough basketball to really like think who's good and who's not. Like I know the top teams are always because I see them on ESPN. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know who the best. I'll be honest with you. I don't know who the best team in the MAC conference is, and
Yeah,
that's where my school is at. My alma mater.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Outside of the fact that I've been kind of watching it a little bit, um, because Clemson has done okay, and I've kind of seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd asked me before I just pulled it up who the top 5 teams are, I would say, well, I know Duke's in the top 5. I could have not named any of the other 4 teams.
Yeah. Like I said,
It's a pretty mixed bag of schools too, compared to traditional basketball
yeah.
powerhouses. And you got Arizona. They've been pretty good lately. You got Arizona, Michigan, UConn, Duke, Illinois, Gonzaga, Iowa State, Houston, Nebraska, and Michigan State. That's a weird mix of schools in the top 10.
Yeah, but Gonzaga's always been a good team.
Yeah, but I mean, Nebraska, Houston hadn't been there in a long time, so
No.
they've been making a comeback. Iowa State, huh? Illinois, huh?
Hey.
So
That's a good thing though. Like I mean,
yeah.
I like the parody, you know what I mean? I'm all about like different teams
Well, and
and
that's what the NIL's done. And I mean,
even the
hell,
playing field. Like, we've been talking about that.
that's what I mean. Again, go back to Clemson. We only had one returning player from last year. Everybody entered the portal but one player. So our entire team this year, we got pretty much through the portal, and I'm surprised that we're 18-4.
I'm
So
trying to look for Kent State standings, and I can't see anything in the
yeah,
MAC.
our only loss is NC State in conference right now.
He makes a great point. He was like, you don't have the same lineup 2 years in a row. It makes it harder to follow your team. Yeah, at
Absolutely.
that point, like you gotta just it's all about following the name of the school instead of just the player because the
Yep.
player's already out in the NBA. You know what I mean? Let me
Yep.
take a look here. I'm trying to look for ACC and SE.
Yeah. See, this is the thing, and again, I'm not going to harp on this, but um, actually, North Carolina's done pretty. They're 17-4. We're 18-4. But again, like I said, their 4 losses, they lost to number 11 Michigan State early, but they've lost to SMU, Stanford, and Cal in conference.
So
And by
they're in conference is interesting because in conference, right? There is Duke, Clemson, Virginia, NC State, North Carolina, Miami.
yeah, but Clemson can't climb the pole. And our 2 of our 4 so we lost to Georgetown early. That
Yeah.
was like the 4th game of the season. At the time, our other 2 losses before we got into conference play were number 12 Alabama and number 10 BYU back to back, and both of those were close games, like 3 to 6 point
Yeah.
losses. And we still just couldn't get any respect for what we were doing. But it is, like I said, again, I could care less about the polls overall. I find it interesting that how biased they always are in all cases,
Yeah. And I'm
whether
looking
it's
at
my team or not. I mean,
is there's always
just
gonna be one of those, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's
I'm
always biased toward the quote unquote traditionals.
I'm even looking at my school right now, Kent State University. We're
Right.
in third in our conference because you got Miami of Ohio, the Redhawks, Akron Zips, and then us.
Yeah.
Not bad. I'll take it. I will take it. the American Conference. Where's there's the Atlantic 10, the Atlantic Conference. Yeah, there it is. So, and then, like you said, if you go to the AP Top 25 in the coaches poll, like, am I reading this correct?
Yeah, coaches poll has North Carolina way like 4 spots below the AP.
Yeah,
It has North Carolina at 18 and Clemson at 19 with no change over the past week, whereas the AP has us up 2 spots to number 20
that right,
and
exactly.
North Carolina up 2 spots to 14.
And then you got number one team in the country, Arizona, then Michigan, UConn. Well, UConn, okay, Duke, yeah, Illinois, Gonzaga. Like I said, like these, there's so many teams that like you just never thought. Like Michigan has been on a come up, though. I'll say that Michigan has been on a come up lately, but like like you said, Nebraska.
Yeah.
And it could be wrong, right? Because honestly, you and me, we don't watch enough basketball to say, "Hey, man, this team or that team." Like we don't. We'll be the first one to tell you we don't watch enough
Right.
basketball to warrant us having a full discussion. Obviously, we should probably do a little bit of a better job there. But it's too many sports to keep up with, man.
Well, and this time of year, there's so much else going on with football. I mean, we're trying to finish up the bowl season, the college playoffs, the NFL playoffs, and all
Yeah,
that. And
so
it's
much
like,
going on.
like you said, Matt, when we start getting like now is when we'll probably start paying attention to the college basketball because it'll be heading into March Madness. We'll want to watch some of
Correct.
this, see
Hmm.
who the teams are, to focus on
And I will be the one to put a game on the background and just do other stuff. You know what I mean?
right, exactly. And see who the teams from the smaller conferences are that could
Correct.
possibly make a run, that kind of thing.
Correct, exactly.
So,
That would be something that I would be doing. So,
yep,
hey, listen, I'm excited though for March Madness. You know, I'm always excited for that.
yep.
So, we probably should put for the DSC show tournament going on for that.
Oh, maybe we
Oop.
get Virgil on that.
Right. You don't have the same lineup 2 years, like I said, it's crazy. Emma says, "Hi, how are you? We're good. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. We are pretty much on
Hey,
every
Emma.
social platform there is right now. That is for you guys to watch us here early in the morning talking about Carolina sports. But because there's not a whole lot going on right now in Carolina sports, we're going to talk about a little bit what happened last night. And
Yeah,
then I'm sure we'll discuss it on Tuesday as well in the DAC Sports Show. And you know what? I don't care.
exactly.
Your thoughts so far, like, I knew, like, really haven't really thought about it or anything, but like your thoughts so far on how that game went yesterday.
Um, I thought there was going to be more offense. I mean, we had talked about for a few weeks the defenses were going to be pretty solid. Both of them have a really good defense. Um, I mean, you got a defensive coach that calls his own defense
Yep.
in Seattle, and then Vrabel. So everything just pointed to the defenses were gonna be solid, and that was the case. I
Yeah.
mean, it was a defensive game, which tends to make for a boring game, which is kind of what it was. Nobody could get anything going, any momentum.
Yep.
I was
Uh,
surprised that Josh McDaniels, as good as he is, as long as he's been around, didn't scheme some better plays, at least
right?
after the first couple of drives and saw what the defense was doing. I mean, Chris Collinsworth pointed out the fact that Seattle just was playing a couple of guys zone over the middle and preventing any of the little checkdowns for Drake May.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, make some adjustments here, do something different.
Right.
And then they come out in the second quarter or second half. Seattle did on that one drive where they started making some momentum. And the Patriots as well in the second half. All of a sudden, they start doing some slants over the middle, getting some chunk yardage and things like that. And then, of course, boom, he throws an interception. So, it's
The
just
one that the long throw interception down the middle, we're all of it. Like, so here's the thing, like we went to a Super Bowl party, right? And we were here in our neighborhood, and there was one guy who was a Patriots fan, and I feel bad for him. Like, I had no horse in the race, none.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have no horse. I kinda was rooting for Seattle just because I like Seattle better. I've always liked Seattle
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
And so I was rooting for them. And so, like, watching the game was like, okay. But and then I always said to her, I was like, I turned to her, I was like, dude, they're a second half team. Like, the
Yeah.
Patriots has always been a second half team. I wouldn't worry too much. And I was really believing that. And I always says, like, look, if you take a look, their defense had not been able to get all first half to the quarterback, to Sam Darnold. Like, the second half, they're gonna start getting closer and closer to Sam Darnold, which they did, right? They started sacking him, they started pressuring more Sam Darnold. So they were doing different packages that were, conducive to them getting closer to the quarterback, which was what happened.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, Drake May, the defense was swarming him. He couldn't find anybody to get the ball to. Their running game was kind of non-existent, which was a
r
little surprising.
yeah,
Um, because Seahawks were finding a way to run the ball, or at least they were moving it consistently. They didn't have a lot of big yardage plays to the receivers either.
mhm.
So, I mean, it was just a lot of dinking and dunking, and it's just kind of like it's just an okay game. It wasn't anything spectacular.
No,
So,
honestly, to me, my Super Bowl was a halftime show, bro, so I'm not even gonna lie.
right.
Uh,
And
I did
that was that. I mean, again, I don't speak Spanish, so I didn't understand anything he was saying,
yeah,
but it was entertaining. It was visually he put together a really interesting
he did.
uh, like story because that's what it was. It was kind of a story there.
Yep.
Um, and so I was just like, okay. I mean, is it the best halftime show ever? Probably not the best. It's up there. It's better than a whole lot of them
Well, it
to
broke the
me.
record, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, there's every year there's more people on the planet, so no, just kidding.
Don't be hating, don't be
I'm
hating.
not hating. I'm not hating. I think it was a twofold thing. One,
Yeah,
because of who he is, he reached areas that probably don't normally watch, so that has a lot to do with it.
done on purpose. On
And
purpose.
the quote unquote controversy of it
Yep.
probably had something to do with that too. All the haters that didn't tune in,
You should
that
have,
just
because man, it was
it didn't
good.
matter in the numbers.
Did you see Green
Um,
Day?
I was like, I started to text you. I'm like, damn, Green Day's putting on a good halftime. Oh, wait a minute. Because they come out and start rocking. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not
What are we
halftime
doing?
yet.
What's going
What are we
on?
doing here? Like, we're having a pregame concert too? Which, you know what? That's the thing they should do. That was a pretty good show. They should have, which I know they're not going to get on the field, but they need to have a better like opener. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, have they even done that before? I don't recall that they've done that before.
No, I think they
Maybe they.
have.
I think they've done it outside the stadium. Like they'll have a stage set up
But they've had
outside, and they've
different, yeah,
had
they have
somebody.
different ways of showing the beginning of the
But
game. So
that was
I
fantastic,
enjoyed it. Like I
and
said, and I grew up listening to Green Day. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
They're you know what I mean? Like we're not too far apart in the age range, you and me. You know
yeah.
what I mean? To be like, I remember Green Day. Like I
Mhm.
remember when they came out. Like, that's something that I grew up listening to.
Absolutely, and that was. I mean, that was just a great start to the show. Got it, kind of got everything going.
Oh yeah, it
I
got it
thought,
started.
and I normally care less about all the other stuff, but I love Brandy Carlisle. She's one of my favorite artists, and her
Mhm.
doing "America the Beautiful." Charlie Puth did a great job with the national anthem. The girl that sang the other anthem. I mean, all of that pregame stuff was
Yeah.
well done. It was
Well,
really
yeah,
well
yeah,
done.
yeah, for sure.
This is the problem I have though with the anthems. They point out the person that's doing the ASL,
Mhm.
and then they don't put them on screen. Like, why do you not have a box in the bottom of the TV screen for the
With
people at
the
home that are watching? Because nobody in the stadium can see that person down there doing sign language.
not one bit.
But
That one
the
made
game
me
is for
wonder.
home. The
They
game is for
used to
home.
do that though. I
Yeah,
remember specifically right at either at the top right or bottom, whichever one, there was a little circle
yeah.
with a person and ESL, and I'm like, all of a sudden that went away.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you even you recognize them, you point out that they're doing it, and then you don't show them on TV? Like that makes no sense to me. Like you got to do better than that, NFL.
I 110% agree with you there.
That,
Like,
that's the kind of stuff. That's the little stuff that just irritates me
just
about stuff
annoys
like
the living
it
out of
does.
you.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like
dude.
most people are like, what do you care? Like because I care about things being right and being
Yeah,
like there's a symmetry to things that like if you're not going to put them on there, then why are you even introducing them? Why are you making a big deal about
absolutely,
who they
dude.
are?
Absolutely.
Like,
It
come
is
on.
a big deal. It is an
Yeah,
absolutely big deal because there's people who wanna watch the game, who wanna enjoy what's going on, and you wanna be part of it, like, and then you not including that on TV anymore. I don't know that for the life of me, unless they have it on some other channel that we don't know about, or unless there's, like, a special thing that you gotta do on the website or anything that we
yeah.
don't
See
know
that,
about.
but that shouldn't be the case.
No,
You're the
I'm with
national
you.
broadcast. Everybody that's sitting at a party that's watching, if you're and I get it, someone that's deaf, they kind of follow along. They know the words, all that, but still, it's the point of if you're going to recognize them, then show them.
Yeah,
That's
and the
all.
level at the level of sports that you and I watch,
Yeah,
for us not to know that, that right there, there's a problem because no one's showing that.
exactly.
Because we like between you and me, we got pretty much every subscription there is to any kind of like
Yeah,
sporting channel.
and it's not like they do that for every game. It's like this is the only game you do it for. This is the
This is
only
the
game
only
you
game on
recognize.
TV that's worth watching right now.
Exactly, exactly. Sorry, it's just
And I get it. Like there's closed captions. Yes, I understand that. But like the coolness of it to have them in the bottom corner and all of that. I get it, guys. I get it that there is closed caption. I understand.
yeah,
But it's just showing like you're making concerted effort to show this person who they are.
yeah.
Hell, I
You're
think they even show them where they're from. I
yeah,
think, right?
and what their accolades are and everything. Yeah,
Exactly. And then gone. Gone.
exactly. And then
Disappeared.
you get a wide shot of the person that's doing the whichever anthem they're doing. You get a
Yeah.
wide shot, and you see them off to the side there. It just that kind of stuff bugs me. That's all. It just really bugs me.
No, and it should.
Yeah,
It should. Because then you're like, dude, where the hell did you guys go?
right.
Like, did you
And
like not want to do it anymore? Is that what it is? What are we doing?
yeah, and if your argument is, well, there's closed captioning, then why even recognize them? Why even
Why go
acknowledge
through
that
the
they're
right
there?
exactly, because then even no one in the stadium is gonna be able to watch most of it.
No, I mean you're sitting up in the in the nosebleeds up there. You can barely see the game, much less a single person down there and what they're signing. So
Speaking of, you saying that you're up in the nosebleed. Here's a question that someone asked me yesterday, and they're like, and obviously, I let it be known, I am a Browns fan. Okay, that is my team, for better or for worse, and it's been a lot of worse. But let's say that in the future, your Carolina Panthers, my Cleveland Browns, they make it to the Super Bowl, right? Which you have seen a Super Bowl before for the Carolina Panthers. I have not. Would you pay to go to a Super Bowl?
not those prices.
Same here.
There's no way.
I mean, I'd be a hard price to be like, oh, let me.
I
Should
mean,
I? But then,
if I
like
could,
$4,000 was the cheapest one
right?
in
Not
San
not
Francisco.
happening.
Not a chance in the Gone Green Earth. There's not a chance.
This would be one. It would have to be someplace interesting to go for the game anyway. There's certain places they do the Super Bowl. I'm like, I don't really care.
But imagine having the Super Bowl in because Cleveland is about to get a dome
Right.
in Cleveland, Ohio.
Well, like
In
if they
in
hosted the
February.
Super Bowl in Atlanta and the Panthers made it, and it's like they're in Atlanta, and I can drive to it. If I could get a ticket, even in the upper deck,
Yeah,
for say 250,
yeah, I get that.
you're pushing my limit even there for an upper deck ticket. But
Dude,
it's the Super Bowl.
$150, bro. I'm not this
Ain't
is why I don't
no
go to
way
any
I'm
NFL
spending
games.
500, 1,000, 2,000, nothing. That's crazy.
And that is exactly why I don't go to NFL games anymore.
Yeah.
It's not to be listen, it's expensive, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just regular games are, pushing $60-$70 for an upper deck
But
ticket.
that's
I'm
just the
like,
seat. You still gotta talk about parking, and you gotta talk about food, and if
did
you
you
wanna
see
buy
the
any
parking?
souvenirs,
Did you see the price of parking in San
it
Francisco?
was
Or
stupid,
$400 in some places for parking.
and people pay for it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the only people going to Super Bowl to me are the uber rich, are the ones that this is their one thing they do all year. There's guys that they go to the Super Bowl every year. They always have, and they're going to go.
Yeah,
I can't see, you know, Joe construction worker that loves the Seahawks or whatever dropping 5 grand to
not a
go to the
chance in
Super
hell.
Bowl. Like,
No,
and I look around the stands and I'm like, where did these people get all this money to spend
correct.
what they're spending?
There's not a chance in hell
No.
that I'm spending that amount of I'll be more than happy to stay at home and watch it from home with friends and family where we can, enjoy some food, some conversation, and really duly truly enjoy the halftime show because they do a better job because it's a production show for people on TV.
Exactly.
Mm,
Because you even sitting in the stadium, unless you're watching the video board, um, you're not seeing everything of the halftime show. I mean, you're seeing it all go on down there, but
yeah,
you're not following the story of it, or for whatever it is, the
correct,
production of it. You
correct.
see him walking through stuff. You're like, oh, he's moving around over there, but unless you can see it on camera, you're not really catching what you should be seeing.
Correct. Absolutely. I
And
100%.
yeah, and it's just I've got no desire really to go do it. I mean, I had perfectly good time sitting here just Rhonda and I watching that game last night
Yeah,
and
and
not
we're
doing
texting each
anything.
other, we're talking to, you know what I mean? So, like, we're like, there was something going on. Like,
Yeah,
we had something going on. Like, but, like, if I'm at the game, I get and here's the issue too, like, I spoke to this about, like, with my experiences with the Browns. It's like, there's a lot of people that are just drunk, and then they're gonna start fights, and I'm not in the mood for that.
right.
I am not. I mean,
Can you
granted, this could
imagine?
happen anywhere, but I'm like, "Bro, I'm not in this mood. No."
I know. Can you imagine spending that kind of money and then getting into a fight and all that? It's like, what are you doing? Like
Well,
you,
the dude that was streaking on the field, you
right,
spend all that money, and then now you're about to go to jail, bro.
right. I saw something where somebody said, did he is he one of these guys that puts a big bet on whether someone does it and then goes out and does it to
Well,
win the
that's
bet?
illegal.
Right. But if you have a friend that makes the bet or somebody that that knows you're going to do it and you conspire with them, I don't know how they would find that
True.
out, you know? So who knows? Like, dude, I will pay for you to get out of jail. I will pay for you to this. I'm gonna drop some money on it, and it'll be more than enough to cover all that.
Yeah. Although you always have to put yes on someone is gonna be streaking because it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
gonna happen no matter what. No, you can do whatever you think. It's like it's gonna happen, especially at big events like this.
And did you see the guy that dropped the money on the coin flip at the beginning of the game in Vegas?
$100,000 was it?
No, there was a guy that walked into Caesars with $243,000 in cash, placed a bet on heads. It was at minus 103. He walked out of there with an additional 240 something thousand dollars. He almost
Ooh,
doubled his money.
ooh, baby.
You know
Ooh,
you've
baby.
got to be rich when you're willing to lose 243,000, a quarter
$143,000.
million dollars on a coin flip. Like, it could go either way.
I wouldn't. I
Nope,
wouldn't. I'll be honest with you.
nope,
My wife will beat the living bejesus out of me.
exactly.
She finds out that I would ever bet that amount of money. Uh, it's
I
not a
don't care
chance
how
in hell.
sure a thing it is. I could never put that kind of money on anything.
Not a chance in hell. And so, nah.
I'd have to know that it was fixed and I was going to win. And
Man, you tell me.
even then, I would be concerned.
That's what I'm saying. Something's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
something's going to happen to screw it up. I'm going to get busted. Something's going to happen.
Right. Like, no.
Yeah.
No. Like, even then, I would not be like, "Nah, bro, I'm not even nah, that ain't happening. That's nah, uh-uh." I don't have time for that.
Yep.
So, but again, it was a good game. It was defensively was a good game.
Yeah.
Offensively, not so good
Mm.
because uh Drake May couldn't do anything. And again, kudos to the Seattle Seahawks. They did what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for Sam Darnold, all the stuff he's been through, to see him get one. It's funny watching the game and Seattle getting ready to win it. This is maybe it's my old age. I don't know,
Okay.
but I'm sitting here thinking, damn, when's the last time Seattle won one? I'm totally blanking on the whole Russell Wilson
Yeah,
era.
Russell Wilson. Yeah.
It's like because Russell Wilson's been so bad with such a bad series of years here lately.
Sure.
It's almost like it's totally washed away the idea that he actually won Super Bowl and went to several Super Bowls with Seattle.
He
Because I
did.
was like, because they were like, yeah, last time Seattle won a Super Bowl was this year, and I'm like, wait a minute, when did they win? Oh, that's right.
And that's the
Hey,
problem. Like people automatically don't know that. Like, yeah, he took the boys to the Super Bowl twice.
because you're thinking, oh, Seahawks, they haven't won a Super Bowl. Like, yeah, they have.
Yeah, they
You
have.
totally forget it.
But I think this is a lot. There's a difference with this one, right?
Right.
Because this one, you're like it's Sam Darnold. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's Sam Darnold that took
Yeah.
these guys to the Super Bowl.
I mean, the guys bounced around. I
From
mean, it would be
from
the same thing. Like you were big on Baker Mayfield last year. This year, not so much. But
yeah.
I mean, if Tampa Bay had gotten there, it'd be kind of similar situations. Like, damn, Baker Mayfield's kind of bounced
Mhm.
around and finally got to one.
So I'm still on his side,
Oh yeah,
on Baker Mayfield's side. He just he didn't it's not that I wasn't on his side, it was that his team was just decimated by injuries, bro.
absolutely. Yep,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad to see. He's like, because if they would have been at full strength, bro, that team would have been a whole lot better.
yep, absolutely. And my friend Edward, who's a Patriots fan, lives up near Boston. Um, he was just kind of he was a little disappointed. He's not one of these obnoxious ones that's like blah blah blah. I just told him, texted him after the game. I'm like, dude, y'all got a good young team. You're probably gonna be back before Seattle does. I mean, Seattle kind of was built for this moment.
They just lost their offensive coordinator, Clint
Yeah,
Kubiak.
yeah. And so, you know, it's 1 year into a rebuild, and look at where they got to uh, with Vrabel and everything. So just cool your jets. New England's going to have some good years of run here, especially with Drake May
Yeah,
first year. I don't see this being a situation because they kept referring back to the fact that he's the second youngest since Dan Marino. Dan Marino never made it back to a Super Bowl, which is absolutely atrocious to me that the
I
Dolphins never
wild to
did.
think that they never made it back.
In this day and age, I don't see that happening with Drake May. I think Drake May is going to make several more Super Bowls. I think the Patriots are just kind of positioned for that.
They're good, dude.
They're really good.
I
I mean,
told That's what I told that one person that was there. I was like, man, listen, if if you don't take anything from this today, is New England is good, man. They're gonna be back, man. That's a young team. Mike
mhm.
Vrabel, I wish Mike Vrabel was the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. I told him, I'm like, we had him on our coaching staff and we let him go. So, I mean, dude, they're poised to be a good team.
You look around the NFL. Look at how many guys in the NFL y'all had on your coaching staff at some point. I mean,
Yeah.
Shanahan, McDaniels, Vrabel. You guys have had all these guys come through at some point, and
Yep.
none of them ever became what they are now with Cleveland. They never had that chance.
And so like it's wild
Yeah,
that how many coaches that have been coaches in Cleveland are now like in playoff. Like they're in much better situations. It has not gone. I know this.
yeah.
Thanks, guys. But listen, kudos to the New England Patriots. Kudos to Seattle. Hey, Seattle is the best team in the NFL. can't
Yep.
take that away from him. That defense is legit good. That is a good defense, dude.
Absolutely.
Scary defense. And then on top of that, I don't know if you saw this, but, like, Njigba wasn't 100% either.
Right. And then he went out late in the game too with
Yep.
concussion, so and didn't come back.
And they
Yeah.
didn't really need him. They were like, Walker was like, "I got you guys.
Yep.
Here I go."
And that was the thing.
You
I
know
mean,
what I mean?
he was consistently moving them down the field, and then they would dink and dunk here and there.
Yeah.
Um, the Patriots got some late scores just to kind of they didn't even really make it interesting. I don't even want to say that, but at least they got
Yeah.
a little bit of they at least didn't get blown out or shut out or whatever.
I
They,
was hoping for that. At that point, like,
yeah.
past that, like, in the 3rd quarter, I'm like, "Bro, don't get, shut out in the Super Bowl, please."
Well, see, I kept trying to do the math to win another quarter on the pull sheet
Yeah.
with Eric because I was like, what? But the thing is, once Seattle kicked another field goal at some point, it took the numbers out of the rotation to where it wouldn't circle back
I got
around.
you.
And the thing is, the squares Rhonda had, she had 9 for the Patriots, which at first I thought that's not going to be bad. She had 4 for the Seahawks and 9 for the Patriots, and I thought, okay, 14-9. But after the first quarter and the way they were playing, I looked at her, I was like, your square's not winning because I don't think the Patriots are even going to get 9 points today.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I was lucky with mine on the first quarter. Once it got past the first quarter, I was just like, okay, as long as the Patriots keep 0, whether if they score, just only score 10 points, get a touchdown and a field goal, and keep that 0 out there. But at some point, it was like it was going to be almost impossible for the Seahawks to get a 3 again. So, but it's just funny when you've got nothing else on the line. That's what you live for is the pool sheet. It's like, all right, just I hope my numbers hit.
Yep.
Just one quarter, and I got lucky.
Bro, it was, I had a couple of squares.
Yeah,
I did not come close to either.
I
Not
normally
one.
don't do good at any of that. I
I
usually end up with something like 2 and 5. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna have anything ending in a 2 and a 5.
I can't close. But that's the beauty of it though, right? Because, like, that, like, you're gonna go pick some squares and then the numbers are gonna be random. Like, they're not
Oh,
gonna be
absolutely.
you know what I mean? So that's the beauty of all this. And listen, every year, I will do squares. I think it was like I only paid like $15, so it's like it wasn't that much off of my, wallet. Just, it's like that's half a hat.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Okay, I'm good. I can
Yeah.
handle this."
I can make a $15-$20 bet on something that, could pay off a good bit of
Exactly.
money. But I'm not putting tons and tons of money on
Like
anything.
$243,000 for a coin flip. I'm not doing that. I can tell you
No,
that. No,
not at all.
no. Mm-mm. Ed is not doing that. Why? Because Ed is not stupid.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Also, he values his life
Right, exactly.
because my wife will beat the living bejesus out of me
Yep.
for spending that amount of money. Are you out your effing mind? $243 on a coin flip.
On a coin flip. And what's funny is they said the coin flip wasn't even 50-50. I mean, the odds were more to the heads, and it's like it's literally 50-50. It's either heads or it's tails, but
Unreal.
mathematically they don't consider it a 50-50 bet.
That's wild to me.
Exactly.
It's just I'm just flabbergasted at the fact that somebody would put $250,000 on something like that. It's just not gonna no.
Yeah.
What? I cannot again, and like you said, this is someone who has the money, has
Oh yeah.
the financial backing to say, "Yeah, I can afford $253,000 $43,000
Right.
loss. I'm okay
Yeah.
with this. I'm okay with $243,000 loss."
Yeah. That's the kind of person that has more money than they literally know what to do with, that they're going to go put that much on a coin flip.
And then we
And the
talked
fact that
about this
they have it in cash. They literally have to have it in cash. They
cash,
just walk in with a briefcase full of quarter mil.
dollar bills, yo. You know, and then go in and then be like, here on this. So
You
the
imagine going to the bank and be like, I need, do y'all have $1,000 bills? No, we got $500 bills.
yep.
I need 500 of them. Be
So
like, what?
it's wild. All right, so we're almost at the top of the hour here, and last week I picked a team to highlight and the minor league team to highlight the last week, and it was
Asheville Tourists.
Asheville Tourists. All right, so this week, have you chosen a team?
I have not.
Well, good thing for you that I did.
I thought about it afterwards, a team that I would highlight, and but then I haven't thought about it until you just said it.
I picked a team for us. Don't worry, I went
Okay.
into a South Carolina team.
All right. Well, I will have it. Okay, so we'll double back next week. I'll pick another team,
Yep,
and then we'll come back to you after
sounds
that.
like a plan. I like that. All right, so this week, the team that that I have chosen is in South Carolina. It is the Charleston River Dogs.
That's the team I thought of last week that I would
Shut
do for this
up.
week. No, I'm not lying. I was like, I'm not going to do the Fireflies yet because they're
Yeah,
my
I
team here,
figured you wouldn't.
right? And I thought about, I thought about two teams. I thought about Myrtle Beach because it kind of fit into what you talked about with Asheville with the new renovations at the stadium.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do the River Dogs. And then I didn't think about it again until you just brought it up. I'd forgotten we had discussed that last week.
Well,
Anyway,
now that you know, okay. Next week we gotta pick a team, okay.
okay.
So I will make sure that you have one, okay. Make
I
sure that
will.
you
I
have a
will
team.
definitely have one for next week,
All right, cool,
and I'll have all
So
my information about them.
all right, so this is the Charleston River Dogs. So they've had their history in South Carolina, right?
Yep.
Their affiliation is with the Tampa Bay Rays since 2021. All right. But previous to that, they were affiliated with the New York Yankees
Yep.
from 05 to 20. And before that, the Tampa Bay Rays from 97 to 04. So they've had two stints with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about this. The majority of the Major League Baseball teams, their teams that they have are affiliated are close enough to them, except for the Chicago White Sox. They're all over the place, which
Right.
will never make sense to me, unless they're trying to move down to Nashville. And then
It was
at that
like,
point, they're closer.
were they sending signals by having 3 of their 4 minor league teams in North Carolina for so long? You know,
I mean, it could be, could be.
either
They
that or
used
they
to be
just
the
love North
Rainbows,
Carolina.
changed while I was a student in college in Charlotte. That is correct. They
Yep.
were the Rainbows before. So they, again, two stints. And they've been in Class A, single A, okay, from 21 to now. And then before that, they were just Class A because remember they had the regular, Class A and then High A. So this
Yep.
is regular A from 1980 to 2020.
Yep.
Okay. They're in the previous league that they've been was from 1980 to 2020 was the South Atlantic League. Okay.
Yeah, they flipped leagues. That bugged me when they did that.
And now they're in the Carolina League.
Yeah.
They're, listen, I love their logo. There, by the way, I do have a Carolina, a Charleston Rainbows hat as well.
Same here. I've actually got a Rainbows jersey.
Ooh,
I picked one
okay.
up. And it was a pullover jersey that they had retro.
Really?
And yeah, I was like, I got to get that. That thing's nice.
I'm gonna have to eventually take a look at those. So, anyways, listen, they got Charleston River Dogs. They got some. They have a really good Copa brand.
Yes.
They're not the River Dogs. There's a Perro Santos,
Yep.
which I can appreciate. Okay, I appreciate a good Copa identity. In this one, also, by the way, they're one that we didn't mention, Holy City.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
There's
so
so many churches down there. They got the Holy City, and I love with their Copa that they have the halo over the dog.
Yep.
As well, so they kind of incorporate all of that together.
and I like their Holy City. I like their Copa, because they have that, like you said. And then when I first started doing content with hats and everything, this was one of the first ones that Mia, when she started getting involved, that
Right.
she picked. I have a good one, Phil.
Yeah,
I
take it
go
easy, Phil.
educate the young minds of America. And so that was one of the ones, the very first ones that we picked for the wheel.
Yeah, I've got a hat that's so worn. I wish I had not worn it as much outdoors when I was working a lot outdoors over the past few years. It was a franchise fitted, kind of a navy with a tan front panel
Sure.
from 47, and that thing is so like sun faded and sweat stained and stuff. It's like I wish I had that same hat, just a nice clean look right now. But
See,
it's cool that it's worn too.
that I was just gonna say, I was like, I showed you that my one dad hat, DHC hat that I have, that it is just like discolored and everything, and it is
Mhm.
absolutely one of my favorite hats because
I
it
did
fits
this.
so good.
I did the same thing. Like before I discovered the Dad Hat Chronicles and started spending all my money on hats. The Most of the hats that I had, I would constantly, which I do now. I wear them for work a lot, but I rotate them out so much. But I used to have like a handful of hats that I just wore every day, and I wore them for work. And I did a lot of outdoor uh, fiber optic ped work. So
Yeah,
I'd be sitting out in the sun in the summer all day in and day out. And that hat is one of them. I also got a Yankees when they went to the new stadium in 2009, the inaugural season.
yeah,
I got a navy cleanup with that logo, that new stadium logo for Yankee Stadium
yeah, yeah, yeah,
inaugural
yeah, yeah.
season. And again, that one is so faded and worn. I mean, they just look
Oh,
just dingy now.
yeah.
And but I just didn't consider taking care of them and not wearing them out in that situation. If I know I'm going to be in a nasty situation,
Give it a good
I
cleanup.
normally don't wear one of my good hats anymore.
I'm telling you, give it
But
a
I'm not
good.
working outdoors now where I'm sitting out there for 8 hours in the sun either. So
No, I'm with you. Give it a good cleanup.
yeah, yeah,
Give it a good cleanup, and then I'm telling you, because I did it. I bought that with that hat kit, cleanup
yeah,
kit, and I did that. Like, I mean, I washed the Jesus out of this thing, right? Also, put it in the washer, give it a good wash, and then I went in and I scrubbed it. Bro, it's one of my favorite hats because it fits so good and it's so like used. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
That was what it is. It's used.
I had. Do you wash them in the washing machine or the dishwasher?
I
'Cause
actually washed them in the washer. I have
okay.
not thought about putting it in the dishwasher.
I've seen some videos about putting them in the top rack of the dishwasher
Yeah,
and washing them like that.
interesting.
Yeah, because you have that soap um, can be because if you get them in like in the tumble or the spin of the dryer, I mean the dad hats it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, but oh yeah, no, a fitted head I would never
I
put
would
in
never
a
do a fitted hat
no, no,
unless
no,
I
no,
had
no, no.
some kind of like I know you can buy those little plastic things that kind of hold the shape of them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I saw something about people that were using the dishwasher and said it was so much better just lay them in the top rack and the I guess the detergent that they use to
Yeah.
clean the dishes tends to do a little bit better job with it. So
I'm gonna try that
I
out.
may have to try that. Throw a couple of them in the
I'm
top
gonna try
rack
to
and
put
see
like
how they
I
turn
think
out.
I have I have a dad hat that I've used and abused, right? And I use them for working out sometimes, some hats. So I might have to go and put that one in there and then see if it's, if
Yeah,
it'll work. And again, I then I come back out and I lay them out, right? And so that way it's nice and clean and have a nice shape to them. So
right.
sneeze. Lost the sneeze.
So,
Anyways, a little bit more about the River Dogs here, guys. Again, they play in Charleston, and I'm taking a look here. Their primary colors are navy blue, gold, white, and gray. So they have those are the main ones. Their mascot is Charlie T. River Dog and Chelsea the River Dog. Okay,
yep.
they play at Joseph P. Riley Jr. Park since 1997.
And that's a nice little park. It's old. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a mid-90s park. Concourse is very very narrow. It's
Yeah.
outside the stands where all the food and everything is, and it's very tight in there. It's very compact space because it's right on literally is right on the river. As you walk down the first base line on the outside concourse around to the
Right.
seats in the right field,
Yeah.
you're basically looking over the railing into the marsh of the river there. It's like literally on the bank of the river there.
Nice.
But it's a nice little stadium. It's a cozy little stadium.
It's
It needs a little work though.
and I'm sure that's part of the ones that they're going to be working on because they have to, right, due to the contract requirements from Major League Baseball. They got to make sure that they actually have that done the right way.
Yep, yep.
So,
And
all
Bill
right.
Murray's a part owner of that team too, by the way.
He is. That is
Yeah.
right. And the cool thing is right. Like you can see it. Like I'm looking at a picture right now. It looks very old school, like with the green tin roof and all that. It looks awesome.
Yep.
It's right by the water, so
Yep.
it's right there. There's something I love, and people may not agree with me, but the outfield full of advertising, but like old school advertising, not
Right.
like new. Oh my god, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, the one thing I think that and I don't know because I haven't seen the outside wall, but obviously it's not a full concourse around the outside 360 concourse because
Yeah,
it's an old school stadium. If they could find a way to create a walkway around that outfield where you maybe have an overlook into the river there, like almost build it over the water a little bit, that would be very cool to
that
be
will
able
be
to
cool.
walk out there and just kind of just look over at the water and also turn around and look at the ball field.
I will be all for that. Absolutely. 100% will be all for that. All right, listen, man, we're at the top of the hour, my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
So, guys, make sure that you tune in tonight. It will be Break Even Sports. We got some stuff to talk about, soccer and some FCS football news.
FCS news. We'll probably talk a little bit on some Olympic sports as well.
100%. And by the way, the IFL, the Indoor Football League, starts soon. So we're going to be ready for that as well. So we definitely got to talk about that. So make sure you tune in tonight at 8:30. And then tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And Thursday, we will have the DHC Sports Show. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Next week, hopefully, my good friend here will have a team that we're going to talk about.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, guys. We will see you guys next week. Take care.
Yep.
We're gonna take on the world.